So we are at ACAD, and this is a research center for computer graphics and animation, and we've invited a group of 15 girls from Central Ohio to come here and learn about animation in hopes that they will consider it as a possible career path in the future.
Yeah, and we can also play with the cameras too while we're doing it.
Yeah.
Like you can go to the side and or up and down, or just
We started the program in 2001, and honestly, the reason for starting it is I had a class in animation and there wasn't a single girl in it. And I just felt like I was missing half of what should be happening in that class. The research has shown that at 7th and 8th grade levels, that's when girls start to get turned off from math and science. We feel that it's at a critical age where we show them the value of continuing to learn geometry and continuing to learn about science, but also to practice art, drawing, photography, sculpture, because they can take all of those things and put them together to make a wonderful career making computer animation.
I'm pretty impressed about my top hats.
Research is a really important part of creating animation and finding your voice and being able to tell a story that makes sense. And this year we studied bees and the life of the honeybee. And we asked them to construct stories around this topic. This year they're telling stories about the honeybee. So we went out to Stratford Ecological Center and we visited a beekeeper out there and learned about bees firsthand.
Every single one of those that just landed probably has a stomach full of nectar that she's going to go barf up into one of her sister's mouths. So that's what's happening in there, right?
What do you think that the girls can take away from watching the bees and observing them in their hives? What do you hope that they take away from this experience today?
Being able to be that close to an open hive, basically in short sleeves, and for them to be there feeling comfortable, not being attacked by bees. We have this idea that bees are vicious creatures out to inflict pain, when they're very gentle and docile, and where they can be. I'm not looking to turn anybody into someone who loves bees or become a beekeeper, right. But if I can just shift a little bit their thinking about what bees are, and I think my job's done. And so I love walking away from a day like today where a group of 15 or 16 young ladies who most have never been near an open hive walked away with this whole different understanding of what a bee is.
Cool. That is really cool.
And so they're working in small groups of 3 with one mentor, and they're creating a collaborative animation piece. So they've been building stories by making storyboards and a moving storyboard, which we call an animatic.
It all starts off a long time ago in Egypt. They say the queen was born from the tears of the sun god Ra.
And now they're in the process of building virtual models and creating animation with those virtual models to tell these stories and to bring these stories to life.
So can you tell us a little bit about your team and what the story is like and how that's coming along?
So my team is a group of 3 girls, Remy, Claire, and Helena.
Cool.
And they have a tragic romance.
Oh no.
About 2 star-crossed lovers
Who are bees
from different hives.
Tragic.
And the main character, Wisteria, has to make a decision whether or not to save the love of her life or save her colony.
Oh, that's
So
hard to decide.
It's pretty intense, so
goodness.
you're in for a treat.
Yeah, I might bring the tissues to this one.
Oh yeah.
All right, Gabriella, so tell me a little bit about what got you interested in animation and what made you want to join the program.
So I first started thinking about animation when I saw DreamWorks movies like Kung Fu Panda. I just thought it was really cool that they would make stuff move, and it was like drawings that moved. I thought it was interesting that we got to use new programs. I have never done any animation on computers or anything.
Yeah. So what's the software you're working with?
So the software that we're using right now is Maya.
Okay. Hello, Maya.
Yes, here. And the software is where you can put 3D images into your scene, and then you can start to animate.
And these are the same tools that are being used by companies like Pixar and DreamWorks, computer animation tools. And they're really highly technical tools, but also very artistic tools.
So has there been a scene in your project that you could describe that kind of, took some effort to put together?
One of my scenes, I had the queen bee in the middle, and I had over 50 bees crowding around her.
Whoa.
And for the queen bee, she transforms into her true form.
Wow.
So I had to do like a bright flash of light, and then I had to animate each wing and then animate her going up and down, and it took a lot of work, and I had to actually draw out a diagram.
They're also learning about, I think, finding a voice, and that they don't always have to be the consumers of media, but they can be the makers of media, and they can be the voice of media, and we definitely need more of that. We need their voices to be heard in making stories and telling stories and making games and making animation. It's really, really important that they see that power.